Hello, everyone. I'm Ani So Exotic.
And I am TrevHER.
And welcome back to the Shakedown. Ooh.
I knew it was going to fall out. Okay. We're back in action, people.
So this week was 2009.
Right. Which is a very specific year for some reason. And okay, so I actually did hear part of the reason why. Tati and Crystal really wanted Fireflies.
Oh, as the lip sync?
As the lip sync song. And they looked up what year it came out. And they said, that's fun.
Theme it all after
So instead of doing just Y2K, we did 2009 specifically.
Yes.
So that's a little backstory. This is why you come to the Shakedown, right? You get the little backstories. Yeah. Work. That's why we're here. Let's get into it, shall we?
Yes,
overall, what were your thoughts of the night?
I actually was really impressed. Last 2 weeks, I was like, it was good. This week, everyone brought their A game. Like, everybody was on it. I feel like all the, judging must have come down to minute details because I feel like everyone really brought it for the most part.
I agree. I think the runways, for me, were, very all over the place. But the challenges, I thought they all were fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
this was one of my favorite nights of McShakers.
Yeah, same.
It was my favorite night this season. Maybe my favorite night from most other seasons. It's definitely up there for me. This was really, really fun.
I agree.
And if you weren't here, you definitely missed out. They brought their A game.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. We're going to go over the runways.
Yes.
Who was first?
Darcy was first.
Darcy. Okay. This outfit, I think more people went for the vibes of 2009 than a reference from 2009 than I was expecting. So she gave us the vibes of 2009.
100%.
She gave us the Invader Zim.
Yes.
But all of her, I wasn't a big fan of just doing 2009, but the way that she did it was so well done.
I agree.
All of her accessories were great. Her socks, the hair, the piercings that she had all over her face.
Yes, the piercings were sickening.
The gloves that she had on too, they were literally mismatched. It was just,
and the socks too.
Yeah, it was
all
exactly
coordinated well.
What I would expect those emo girls to wear in middle school.
Literally,
that's what people were wearing when I was 10 years old.
No, literally,
it really was
down to the Invader Zim shirt. So
literally, yes. And I don't even know what Invader Zim is.
No,
okay,
down.
But I saw that all the time at Hot Topic.
Same.
So I thought this was very well done. I didn't think it was super creative, but I thought the details were there.
Yes.
This for me, it has to be high. I do think it's I think it's an 8 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 as well. Yeah. I thought it was a really solid look. Yeah. All the details were good.
Yeah, I loved it.
Still hasn't seen any of her face piercings.
After Darcy, we had
Gray, who is giving us Lady Gaga.
Yes, the Gaga, which is funny because next week's challenge, or next week's runway, is a Gaga runway.
Yeah, the night of 1,000 Gagas.
I fear Gray did this to maybe shake up the girls a little bit, just in case someone had the outfit next week.
Oh, shit.
So she tried to maybe shake it up a little bit. I don't know. That's just my thought. But I loved it. I thought it was great.
Amazing.
The gag was she couldn't fucking see.
Yeah.
She couldn't see where she was going. It covered her eyes.
Kind of funny. She leaned back on the wall, but she was not right next to the wall, so she kind of fell a little. It was cute though. It wasn't noticeable.
Yeah.
But it was it was funny.
Yeah. No, I loved it. I thought the outfit looked good. The harness that she added to it. It all just was cohesive and it made sense. It was really cool.
Did she make it?
She made the whole thing.
That is so fucking kind because that was a vinyl-y fabric.
What I would do is buy that fucking bodysuit online, but she did not. I was you could totally find this on Amazon Diva. But no, she wants to make everything herself. She even makes her own panties herself too. She doesn't try to buy anything. So
that's iconic.
Yeah. So every time she does something, she tries to do it. This was good for me. I'm gonna give this one another 8. I think.
I'm gonna give this an 8.5 because I thought this was this was really well done. I don't have much to say negative about it because it was just so clean.
It was clean. I do understand that once I saw it on stage, so I was at home with her, we were talking. I really liked how minimalistic it was, and then seeing it on stage, I was something else needed to go on with the headpiece. I think something like if there was some sort of gradient of like sorts, like
Oh,
going
that
to
would be
the top of the crown, maybe. I don't know. On the stage, it didn't read as well as like when we were like looking at it in person. Like when we saw it, we were like, "Damn, this is fucking cool." So I would give this an 8.
I understand what you're saying, because when I saw the other runways, like comparatively, I can understand why it was a little too minimalistic, maybe.
Yeah.
But as a look individually, I thought it was really good.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. It does seem minimalistic because like the 2009, I guess, was all about those like extra details, extra accessories. She was going for like a referential look, which I liked. I don't think a lot of the girls did, so that's why I do want to score it higher than like probably some others.
Yeah.
Buckled and clearly couldn't wait.
Okay, next up we have Sorority Heights, and she was giving us
Oh, Diva. This was so fucking good.
I was obsessed with this, and she made that all the night before, apparently.
Yes. No, that was so fucking good.
That was like one of my favorite dresses I've ever seen on the Mixed Shaker stage, because all the details
so
so beautiful and creative.
It was so stupid, but like good stupid.
Yes,
like,
100%.
Like why would you make your dress into the
balloons?
Yeah, to the balloons to the House of Up. Like why would you think to do that? But it was great. It was so cute, so cartoony. Her with the balloons was a great like little add-on.
Yes.
I thought it was lovely. I want to give this a 9.
I'm gonna give it a 9 too. I was obsessed with this one. You really ate Sorority.
Yeah, this was really fucking cunty.
A cascade of iridescent balloons rises from.
Next up was Dee Alexander. It was like the zebra print with like the,
hell no.
And her thing was about like ketamine, which I didn't understand, because were people doing ketamine in 2009? I was too young to do drugs
like a new
then.
gen kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought it was like more like post 2015 or something.
Sure, like you can say that this is the ketamine look, but it doesn't really give like
none of it. Yeah,
it didn't really give 2009
at all.
It gave like I would love to see that for like a fun Kesha number.
Yes, that would eat.
Like that would be really cool. Like if you did Animal, no, not Animal, Cannibal. Animal. She has both.
She does have both. Yes.
If you did that at like a Shook, that outfit's cute. For this runway, not my tits.
No.
Yeah. Not my tits. I would give this a. Oh God. Ooh. I'm gonna give it a 5. I like the material of like the stuff she used. It just it needed more. It needed a little bit more of like a point to it, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 4. I will say this is my favorite outfit she's worn on the runway. But it really needed more and was not giving 2009. Like if you saw that, you would not be able to be like 2009. Yeah. You would just be like, it's an outfit.
I agree.
Not a good one either.
Yeah, I agree.
And her shoulder pads are full of more ketamine.
After Dee, we had Rumor Mills.
Yes. Oh, I loved this one. I thought it was so like in character of like that looked like a scene girl, like
yes,
like and the like she was doing the presentation I live for too.
It gave another like hot topic.
Yes.
Maybe not with as many details and like as fully thought out. It was kind of just like I feel like Rumor has that in her closet.
Yeah.
You
know? It was stoned down. It was stoned down. Yes. I was like looking at it, she was sparkling really pretty.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I do have to like compare it to Darcy's because they were so similar. For that, I'm probably gonna give this a. Ooh, these are hard. These are hard this time.
They are because they were all like most of them were so good.
I might give it like I'm gonna give it a 6.
I'm gonna give it. Oh, where's my 7? I'm gonna give it a 7. I really liked the like references, the presentation. Like it was very much like Darcy. I feel like was like so more of like a scene girl or like you know what I mean. And then this was more like emo, like rockery girl to me. You know what I mean? Like So I like that they were kind of like the same sort of vein but in different fonts. In a way. Yeah. Yeah. But I like this look a lot.
No, this one was really fun.
Camera angle taken from the ceiling type of girl. Makes a noise for side bang.
After Rumor, there was Dior Couture. I don't think I liked it.
I did not like this look.
I don't think I liked it. I want to pull up the look, though, because I don't remember it. I remember, like, seeing it backstage.
Oh, it was so simple compared to everyone else's.
Let's see. I need to look at
It was like a hoodie.
that. Oh,
It was a stone
yes,
hoodie,
it was the
right?
hoodie. I will say, this was like really camp though.
It was camp.
It was very camp. I did. It's so weird because we're gonna talk about it. We had so many chipmunks on the stage last night.
Yeah.
She had two. I will say, actually, I forgot about these. The little chipmunks that she had running around on the stage. I forgot about that. I have to give it more camp factor than them.
Yeah.
I have to. I actually quite like this now that I think about it.
I don't
More
know
than
if
I'm
I
thinking
do.
about it. It was like, it was a little simple. Like,
Compared to everyone else, that's what I'm
like
thinking.
drag, maybe not, because it is a hoodie and shorts, and she wore like fishnets, and like the hoodie had like a little pouch, like a little like fur pouch.
Yeah.
However, I think it was camp, and I think it was really fun. I'll give this a 7. I'll give this a 7 because there were a lot of camp elements to it. I think she had like a little tail too. That was
Did
cute.
she?
I think it was like a little bush tail.
Oh, like a.
Yeah, like a little tiny like.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Oh.
I thought this was not. This is the right way. Yeah. I thought this was, compared to all the rest of the runways, my least favorite, probably. I would say. Anyways.
Well.
Honor, they do drag now.
Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah.
Shenandoah as Leslie Note.
Oh no, this was my least favorite.
Really?
Unfortunately, yeah. It seemed too easy.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I thought she was so smart for picking that because it was such a crowd pleaser. Like, as soon as Tatiana said Pawnee, the whole crowd was like screaming for her. Like, you can hear in the video like that I took. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, the ground was shaking type shit. Like,
yeah.
people were living for that. And I thought it was really smart of her to give in the presentation. She was giving like the surveys that said like tell Pawnee to the judges. And she was shaking everyone's hands, and she was like, it was giving, like, she was in character.
I didn't
know what I
see
mean?
that.
Just
I
in
didn't see that.
character.
I saw her, I saw like her walk out and like start to go on the stage because I was backstage.
Yes.
I didn't know, that's actually kind of fun.
Yeah,
That's
she
kinda
made
fun.
it really fun with the presentation. I can agree that maybe the garment was like very simple, but if you are giving Leslie Note, she doesn't really wear like couture. You know, so like
which it's in my mind would have like not been my choice then.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand
But-
that too.
But it was fun. I mean, everyone loves Parks and Rec. I don't know if it came out in 2009.
It was a good reference. It was like a smart reference because like
Yes.
nobody thinks of that, but then when they know that, they're like, oh,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. I am like more for like the references of 2009 than like the vibes.
Yes.
I did think that the vibes of 2009 for some of these girls were like a little like too easy.
Yeah.
I like a reference.
Yeah, me too.
I'll give this. It wasn't my fave, but I didn't know about that little camp factor. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5 because I thought she really, really sold it with the presentation completely, and like she thought of every detail, which is really important. So
Yeah.
Her constituents.
Jade Doza Doll was next.
So she was doing a Bayonetta inspired look.
Bitch,
It
that was cunt.
was kind. She looked really good.
She looked
really, really good.
She looked cunt. She made that whole thing. She looked so fucking good.
I will say though, I would not have realized it was Bayonetta until she said it was Bayonetta. Do you know Bayonetta?
Yes, I do. I know Bayonetta from like Smash Bros.
That's what I was gonna say.
But she also has a video game, so like maybe this is
Yes.
a different kind of look
no,
for
it's not.
her.
That's not a look of her.
So is that like not a look of hers?
She said it was like Jade-ified Bayonetta. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
in the blurb or something, it was like it didn't say inspired. It was like the other word that means inspired. You know what I mean? Like, and her titty was out. No shade.
Sonic wear.
When she was walking, her titty was literally out.
Oh.
And I was like, ooh.
I didn't think it was
felt
cunt
bad.
though.
It was cunt though. Overall,
she
she looked
so
amazing.
Good. She just looked so good. I have to give this. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. It was, I thought she looked so good.
I'm gonna give it a 7 because she looked really, really good, but I didn't get completely the Bayonetta reference because she didn't have the gun heels, which is like the most iconic part. I feel like.
No,
Like,
but she
somehow
did
make
like
that.
give us that like really long like
yes, like the-
sash and then the little like yeah.
It
She
was
gave us a
tight.
little Smash Bro.
I will say she looked so fucking good. You will never be able to take that away from her.
Yeah.
But I will just say the reference maybe wasn't fully there for me.
And lastly, I'm sorry, I have to retract my Shenandoah comment that this was my least favorite of the night. Unfortunately, Safika had my least favorite. Look at T. I was backstage with her, and she was just going around backstage and like talking in a like Jersey accent. And then I was like, oh, like who is this? Like, what are you doing? And she goes, what do you mean what I'm doing? I'm just from Jersey. And I'm like, okay, did Jersey Shore come out in 2009? And she was like, no, what are you talking about? And I was like, are you doing somebody? Are you Snooki? I was like, what are we giving
what's
right
the reference?
now? Yeah. And she didn't have an answer for me, so she was just giving like a Jersey girl in 2009. Like, the only thing that really gave me 2009 was like a flip phone.
Yeah.
And like maybe a glitzy shirt, but I don't know. I was like, if you took off the glitzy shirt and gave me that, I would wear that at Shook. Like, that's like a fun outfit to wear at like Shook. It didn't give a reference, and it didn't feel 2009 enough.
I can agree with that, but only after you compare it to the other runways, if that makes sense. I don't know if it completely translated entirely into, I'm thinking 2009, the exact year, as much as like that era. And like we were saying, it's like more of the vibes of it rather than the like a reference.
Yeah, but even those vibes for me are like, it was giving Jersey Shore.
Did you see her presentation of it?
No.
She did a really good job this week. She listened to what you said. Like, she gave the judges silly bands, like a stone juicy couture, said Safika is juicy. She had like the S on her shorts. I think the details were like there, and that's what saved it for me. Is that all the details were thought of, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everything was intentional. Yeah.
For me, it still like wasn't my favorite of the night. I have to give it. I'm gonna give it a 6.
I'm gonna give it a 6 also, just because compared to the rest of all the runway looks, after I saw them, I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the little accessories from 2009 like made more sense on other outfits than hers.
Yeah.
Why would a Jersey girl have a bunch of silly bands? I don't know.
Whatever, nature losers. Absolutely. Yeah!
Were flip phones a thing in 2009? Did we still have those then?
Yeah,
probably.
I think the iPhone came out like that year, like the first one came out that year or something. Or maybe the year
Someone
before.
should have an iPhone number.
That would have been iconic. Steve Jobs moment.
That would have been fun.
That would have been so funny.
When did he die? When did he?
Hey Siri, when did Steve Jobs die? October 5th, 2011.
Okay, yeah, because like, that's what I would have done for 2009. Yeah, so like overall, the runways were good. I love references more than
the vibes.
The vibes, yes, 100%. For sure. Yeah, overall, I wasn't like super gagged. I like the references more than the like vibes.
Yes.
So I want to see more of those like moving forward. Like when there's like a challenge, I want to see more of a reference.
Agree.
But yeah, let's go into the challenge.
Yes.
First up, we had Darcy.
She was performing Paramore.
Ignorance?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
So she did Ignorance. I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of it. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it.
I don't think enough happened.
No, there wasn't enough that happened. It was, she came out in that like bang Tatiana way. Sits down to start the song. And then when she got off, she had the wig reveal. And then the rest of the number was just singing into a microphone and then just like whipping her hair around. Yeah. And obviously that was great. I can't keep my wig on for that long. That was
glued.
That was a talent. Yeah, it was glued, and that was a heavy wig.
Yeah.
So I'll give her that. That was a heavy ass wig that she was able to move the fuck around. However, creativity was not there for me. It was entertaining when she whipped her hair, but that was pretty much all she did.
Yeah.
Not my fave of the night. I'm going to have to. Ooh, don't get mad at me, sister. I'm like in between like a 5 and a 6. I want to give it like a 5.5. It just wasn't my fave.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that too. I just feel like not enough happened, and she was sitting on the chair for so long. Like she was sitting there for a really long time, and then by the time she got up, it was like 1 minute left, and then she was just flipping her hair for that 1 minute. Yeah, and it wasn't like. It wasn't. It also like when she was flipping her hair, it didn't give like enough rocker. Yeah, it just gave that she was like
flipping her hair.
Yeah, it's definitely.
That's kind of what I felt.
I agree.
Yeah, so not my faves, but love Paramore. So that was like always a crowd pleaser.
Everyone loved Paramore this week.
Well, everyone loved Paramore. And I will say it may have played to her advantage that she went first
and
did Paramore, because we had so many other Paramores that we'll get into.
Yes.
And I think that played to her advantage a little bit. Next up we had Gray doing Adam Lambert.
Yes.
Oh, diva.
I thought this was such a smart concept.
I thought it was great. I mean, like, I live with Gray. We worked on this concept. Like, I thought it was good. All three of us, me, Gray, and Krim, kind of came up with this idea.
Yes.
And they thought that it was, like, a really fun idea. I was a little nervous that it wasn't a strong enough of a reference where, like, everyone would, like, kind of get on it. But I was wrong. Like,
I think, everybody knew that. Yeah. I was like, I was so young, and I remember watching that season. I was like 8 years old or something. Like,
that was like one of the first like American Idol seasons that I watched.
Same.
And I remember it being such an iconic moment, like him
when he lost, and everybody was like, do you know that video of those girls, and the one girl's like,
it is a good reference, and the crowd did love it. I thought Gray's production was great. His like when I went out there, I knew my words. We had like little paparazzi moment, all little dialogue.
That was cute. That was really cute.
It was a good like storyline. I think where it may have fallen flat was like the very last bit after his like, reveal came off.
The performing part.
And the performing part. Yeah, I think that was where it fell off a little bit. And I know Gray does tend to like maybe overmove sometimes, and like so it's always like a little bit of like hey, slow down now. And then just make sure people, make sure you're connected with the song and connected with the audience and the judges.
Yes.
So I think that's where it fell a little short, but I have to give this a solid 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8 too. I thought it was a really like smart concept, pretty well executed. Like minus like what you said, like that very very end part. But the storyline I thought was like so strong throughout, and I really liked that there was a story. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people actually did have a story this week. Comparatively.
No, I agree. There weren't that many like beginning, middle, ends, like cohesive stories. Like he definitely brought it out. This was obviously a very well thought out mix. And that needs to be applauded. I thought it was great.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. After Gray, we had Sorority Heights. Now I knew what she was doing. I heard the mix because Crimson shared it with me before, and she's like, this is really good. Like, I think she's going to do a really good job.
Yeah.
She did a good job. However, audio is so hard in here that if you're not using the right platforms, or if you're not, like, double checking and making sure that, like, your volumes are, like, okay, it's not going to come through on the speakers.
That's so true.
And so I think that was part of her downfall, because sometimes it looked like she didn't know the words.
Yes. But she probably just couldn't hear.
She probably couldn't hear it. Right. Because I knew that she was so excited for this number. All her little props were so funny.
Yes.
The little helmet with the grinder, I loved it. I thought, like, grinder was such a smart concept. I'm actually surprised someone else didn't do it.
I agree.
Because that is when it came out. I liked the number. I thought the execution just could have been better. I knew that she had it in her to do that. And it just didn't come out right. Yeah,
I totally agree. I love that mix. Yeah. I thought it was so smart, so funny.
Yeah.
I just agree that, like, she didn't fully execute it the best way that she could have.
Yeah. And I really wanted her to. I'm going to give this a 6, just because I definitely did have, like, high hopes for this number. I thought it was going to be so good. And then I think it fell a little flat.
I'm also going to give it a 6. I feel like it was very, very solidly safe. If that makes sense.
Yes, totally.
Like
totally,
she did,
totally.
it was a very safe number.
She had a story too, and she did like her whole concept.
Yes.
But yeah, very, very safe.
And
number.
She looked so kind of. I don't know where did she get that grinder like outfit, like with the grinder logos.
I don't know. It was really kind.
Is she sponsored?
Mabes. Mabes.
That would be cool.
Mabes.
I want to get sponsored by Grinder. Grinder, if you're listening, call me.
Wait, I was for like a little bit.
Really?
Me and Crystal did like a Grinder pop up
right here.
Yeah, on the bus.
I
was like yelling at bleep that on the street and telling them to get in the Grinder bus to take photos. Yeah, it was great. I got photos. I got free Grinder for like 6 months. It was kind of...
What?
Yeah.
They get unlimited or the extra? Unlimited!
Yeah. And then when I went back, I was like, damn, this really fucking sucks, but I'm not gonna spend my own money on it.
No, fuck no. Because it's like
great.
$60 a month or something insane like
it's
that.
something crazy. They gave me 6 months for free. I tried to bargain for life, and then they said no. Because they contacted Crystal. I was the backup.
That's so funny.
But I love being a backup. Please, Grindr, let me do anything with y'all again.
The next rule is when you do decide to meet up with somebody, make sure you are fully prepared. You have douche, you have condoms, you have lube, and most importantly, that you have poppers.
Dede Alexander.
Hold on. I need to say, I thought this was fucking great. And that's
really?
Yes, and that's crazy coming from me. I know I've been shitting on Dede a lot. This is my favorite number she's done on the stage. I actually loved it. People were not into it, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. I thought it was so funny. She knew every word. She like ate that up.
Really?
The one thing, yeah. So her dialogue was really good.
I can agree with that.
Is if we know that we're not a great dancer, the actual dancing shouldn't be that long. And that would have saved you.
Exactly.
It would have saved her.
Or if the dancing was funnier.
That's also what I was gonna say. I was like,
none of the
you
dancing
were
was
this
funny.
like cracked out fucking like dance instructor. Okay, you need to do like the dumber dance moves, like the dad dance moves. Like I didn't even see like a little like this moment. I didn't see like any sort of like like I wanted like the stupid dance moves to come out. It would have made it like a full circle kind of thing. But I will say that was my favorite number that she's done on the stage.
Period.
I hated her first week. I didn't like last week. This was my favorite number that she did. I thought it was hilarious. I was cracking up. I was over here. I was cracking the fuck up. I loved it. I thought it. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil. I thought it was safe.
I did not like this. I thought it went nowhere to me. Like I was really like when I heard the beginning audio and the dialogue, I was like, okay, this is gonna be funny. And then I feel like the dancing just didn't really go anywhere, and it lasted for a really long time, and then it was just over.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And she didn't even do, you know, that like, I'm Renata Bliss, your freestyle dance teacher. It was supposed to be like those type of moves, you know what I mean? But she was just actually like trying to dance, it felt like. She did do one move at one part. I don't know if she was intending to do this. I don't even know how to recreate it, but she went like, boom. It looked really weird, but like in a funny way. I'll put a clip in right now. It was kind of iconic. I don't know. The rest didn't really land for me.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this: the dancing maybe shouldn't have been as long.
Yeah.
But there were all 2009 songs.
Yes.
I'll give it a 6 though, because like I did think that it was so funny, but the dancing is what really made it flat for like the audience. I think it was a little cringe when it went too long. That's what I was feeling around me.
Yes.
But I personally thought this was my favorite number of hers, which I think is really, I don't know, drag me. I don't know.
I'm gonna give it a 4. This was literally my least favorite of the like no hands down, like least favorite of the night. So sorry, Dede. That was too mean. Sorry, I'll edit that out. But like for real.
People are gonna start hitting Ani now instead of me.
As they probably should. Rumor.
Stop.
This was so cute.
I cried.
I did too. After watching the video.
I actually cried. Wait, you did? You have a video of you crying?
No, I have the video of the number. I cried when I watched the video.
I cried.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
I understand it may not have been like the cleanest number of the night. I just loved it.
Yeah,
I was
me
standing
too.
next to Crimson. Crimson was like laughing at me because I was crying.
What the
And
hell?
I was like, this is really cute.
Yes,
and I was like, some other gays around me were also crying. This was so fucking... I thought it was so creative.
Yes.
That's where I wouldn't have taken points off. I thought it was creative. I thought it was really cute. Rumor just might not have the greatest like stage presence, and like I think she's a little stage fright, or like suffers a little bit from that. And so you kind of feel it sometimes, but I thought everything was there. She had the little like those like 2009 like
the cards.
Those, like, cards that like where people.
Oh my god!
I don't know if it was 2009, but that was like a middle school thing.
Yes,
when,
it definitely was.
People were like really depressed.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of too.
Mental health wasn't a thing back then.
Down.
And instead, we went to YouTube
and
we took those
cards.
cards. So
my
like
life
really
sucks.
sad song.
I'm dying.
Literally.
Life sucks.
Literally. Yeah, it's like, please, here's my Venmo. could help me get
That would have been
some
camp for her to put that at the end.
That's really
Then,
funny.
though.
That was really- but I thought that was so cute.
Was.
The little like priests. I freaking loved this.
I did
thought
too.
it was so cute.
I did too. And one thing I want to say is that I think is like people forget is like art is supposed to make you feel something.
Yeah.
And like in drag, whether it makes you laugh, it makes you cry, whether it makes you like snap your fingers because you're like that slays. Like I feel like this one made me cry because it was just so beautiful. It was like you could see how much they loved each other on that stage. Like you could just it was so plainly obvious. It was so cute. It was so I'm so glad that they got to have that moment together. It was really, and I'm glad they got to share it with us. Like I'm glad I got to see that.
I'm gonna cry.
So no, honestly, it was
really
so cute.
With that being said, I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm gonna give it a 7 too.
I did think like obviously like maybe like the entire like entertainment value wasn't there, but I loved this. I thought it was so freaking cute.
Me too.
I really loved this.
Yes.
After Rumors, we had
Dior Couture.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I didn't understand it. Like I was really confused when I was watching the video.
Yeah. You've seen Coraline, right?
Yeah, but it was not enough.
It wasn't enough Coraline. I agree. Like I loved her coming out. That was really good. She looked cool. She looked great.
What was she wearing underneath that? The coat?
I wish I knew. I actually don't know. That might be something from the movie. I don't
think it was.
I don't think it was.
It said Dior Couture on it. I think she had that before.
I didn't know what it was. It also wasn't cinched or like anything. It was like a little.
It looked weird.
It looked a little weird.
Frumpy.
I didn't understand it. I thought it was just something that like was from the movie or like a reference I didn't get, so I kind of let it slide. But the things that I didn't like were when the mother came out, she didn't know the words.
Ooh.
Well, she didn't. Look at the tape.
Dear, you are not my mother. My mother doesn't have buttons. Do you like that? I'm your other mother, silly.
She didn't know the words. I did think it was really draggy and really funny when she started getting like all up in her face and like, beat her up on stage. The dialogue may have been a little too long.
I agree.
Then when she started to do her number, so after the Beyonce one, something was after that.
And then it was.
And then it started going to Bad
Romance. I was like, what does Bad Romance have to do with Coraline?
Yeah, no, it didn't make sense. I love the Sweet Dream, Beautiful Nightmare. That's exactly what Coraline
total sense, yeah.
I forget what the next song was. I don't remember it. But then I went into Bad Romance, and I just remember being over here, and I was like, I didn't know why it changed into Bad Romance. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the mom came like back out at the end.
And it was like dragged out. Did you see that?
No, well, during the fight, but then she came back out at the very end. Once Dior was on the floor.
Oh, yes. That didn't make sense to me.
No, it didn't make sense.
None of it was making sense to me.
None of it was making sense, but Dior was really good at performing.
Yeah.
So, like,
I think that's why
her stunts and everything were cunty.
Yeah.
Like, she looked really good. It was just the whole mother thing was throwing me off. It was either because she didn't know the words and I just wasn't into it anymore. And then when she came back out after Bad Romance, I didn't understand it. I was just very confused watching this back. I was like, what does this have to do with Coraline? Yeah.
Like the beginning, I will say solid. Like Sweet Dreams has to do with Coraline.
That was so cool.
The like snippet that she used, if everybody knew the words, would have been really good.
Yeah.
But then from there, I don't know where it went.
Yeah. Yeah. And like knowing the words of Shakers is so important. Yeah. Because it's hard to hear. So if you know, everything, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It does.
I'll give it a 6.
I'm going to give it a 4 again because it didn't make any sense.
Oh my god, I'm being the nice one today.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay. We have to switch off.
I think, it's 6. I did think that her dancing was great. She clearly knew what was happening. Yeah. I just wish it made this a little bit more sense. It maybe could have been chopped a little bit instead of it being like a full 4, or if it was a full 4, then like make it 3.5. You know, some things to make it a little bit more cohesive.
Yes.
But yeah. Shenandoah.
And Alvin and the Chipettes, or not Alvin, what is her name?
The Brittany, right?
Brittany and
is her name Brittany? Brittany and the Chipettes? No.
Something Chipettes.
Susan.
We're getting
Brittany. Whatever it is, she ate. That choreography was the best thing I've seen on the Shaker stage. It was so good. The one thing about this number was that I wish there was like a story more of her being like the leader and like maybe them not getting along or like having a little bit of a fight. I know there was a little bit of that in the beginning, but I wish she had like a solo moment. Like a solo moment on stage, like a little dialogue, like welcoming, opening, whatever. And then they like do their little thing. That was the one thing where I thought that like we could have added a story to this.
Yeah.
But I did think this was awesome.
I love this one.
This was so
good. It made me so happy just to watch it. Like I just felt so like
their choreography was amazing.
Yeah, it was. They were very insane. They knew it.
Good.
The Nasty Girls.
Yes, they were so fucking good.
Yes.
I have to give this a 9.
I'm going to give it a 9 as well. You did amazing, Shenandoah.
That was so freaking good. That was so good.
Yes.
Oh, I loved it.
Next is Jade Doza Doll.
I thought this was great. This was so much fun. I thought, okay, so there were 2 ignorance numbers. I thought this one was better.
I can agree in some ways because for me, what killed it for me was you could see her open the blood pack at the beginning, like in her hand, and then you could see the red that was in Ethan's like pants.
Yeah.
It was like showing the whole number before it was even ripped out because of where like his shirt was kind of like up a little, so you could see like that she was gonna like pull it out, and I was like, that's sad because that like killed the 2 parts that are like the most important like reveals. You know what I mean? And but otherwise, I loved the concept. Loved how she incorporated it with the song, and like I thought she did a good job.
Jennifer's body, right?
Yes, yes.
I loved it. I just thought that the story was really cool. She looked fucking hot too.
She always does.
She looked so hot. Her rubbing Ethan's intestines on her clit was like cherry on top. That was so good. It was just so. She looked so fucking good. The
sentences that have never been said before.
I loved this. I loved this. I'm gonna give this an 8. I loved it. I thought it was so fun. It was so fun to watch.
I'm going to give it a 7 just because of what I said before. I feel like it could have, if those 2 things were hidden better, I feel like it could have been like perfect. You know what I mean? Like it would have been her vision perfectly. But we did see a few of those things. So, yeah.
All right, and lastly, we have
Sapphika Star.
So, I know you're in this number.
Yes.
I personally did not like this number.
T, tell us why.
So the backdrop was like funny.
Yes.
I get it. The whole thing was cute. What she was wearing didn't look like a Hannah Montana outfit.
Oh, I definitely agree.
And like the hair wasn't Hannah Montana. The outfit was like, I thought she was doing Cinderella. And I was like, that's not 2009. And then she comes out and does Hannah Montana, and I was like, that's not a Hannah wig.
I think she was trying to be like Sapphika Montana, so she was like,
no,
like, you know what I mean?
Not if you're doing a reference.
Yeah, I agree.
mean, like, I get, maybe that's what she's thinking. Not if you're doing a reference. If you're doing someone,
because it didn't translate. Like, if she didn't have the backdrop, if she didn't have me with the Rico shirt, if she didn't have, like
that's what
some of
Crimson
the things.
pointed your shirt out, and I was like, oh,
yeah, that's when I was seeing the video.
Doing.
That's what I was like, oh.
I got it, but then the reveal looked more like Hannah Montana than
Miley,
because she was wearing glitzy, and that was like a Hannah glitz.
I feel like she was trying to be like dragified. I don't know,
but the first part was not dragified. It was just a blue like tarp.
Stoned, yeah. Tarp is great. It was stoned.
Sure. So she was wearing that. I didn't love the reveal, and the choreo was a little bit off.
Ooh.
Sorry, audience.
It was me. It was literally just me. I watched the video back. It was me going hip hop it. I was 1 beat late. Sorry, Sapphika.
No, but it wasn't my favorite number just because, like, I don't know. It totally was 2009. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that is, like, something that we all remember from 2009. It just didn't necessarily give for me. I thought the reveal is mostly what threw it off for me. Where I was like, I didn't feel like it went from Hannah Montana to Miley. Like Miley.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. It felt like, I don't know.
I can definitely agree. I think if this were to win, or if this was a winning number, I think the details that I would have changed would have been to make the like costuming for Sapphika look more like Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And like, you
Even
know,
a
that part. Like,
bang
it
wig.
needs to,
Like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
that wig had a bang,
Like,
I
it
wouldn't
just,
be mad about
yeah,
it. It was a teased, like,
up, like, it was like a draggy ass wig.
Yeah.
It was Venetians.
Ah.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to give this a 6.
I don't know what's good.
I'm gonna give this a 6.
I'm gonna give it a 7 because I think overall, after watching the video and judging it objectively, I know I did mess up the choreography and threw off a little bit. So sorry again. But I feel like I think enough details were there to make it make sense, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like,
no, it made sense. Like, I knew what she was doing.
Yeah. I feel like, but only if you didn't know the song, like, unless you saw me with the shirt, like, you know, if you took out certain elements, you might not have known, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like every single element should be giving what you're trying to give.
Yes.
If that makes sense. Like, if you're going to go for something, you need to go for it like 10,000%.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. 7.
Okay. That led us to our tops and bottoms of the week.
Yes.
Our tops of the week were Darcy,
Yes.
Shenandoah,
Yes.
and Sapphica.
Yes. Who do you agree with and who do you disagree with?
I if I'm being so honest, and like this is gonna be, people are gonna be mad. I didn't agree with Darcy or Sapphica.
Who would you have replaced them with?
Anyone.
Anyone
Just
is
kidding.
crazy.
Not anyone. I would have put Jade up there.
Yes.
And I may have put Dior or Grey.
Really?
Yes.
The runway. With Dior, at least. The runway.
Yeah, that's what.
And her number. Wait, why would you put it? You didn't even like her number.
I thought it was creative. I just thought it needed to be cleaner. I did not agree with Darcy or Sapphica in the top.
I say I don't agree with Darcy. I think for Sapphica, I think it was the performance that really pushed her over because the crowd was really loving the performance. The judges were really loving the performance.
Yeah.
But I would agree that if it was like more on like her runway, I don't think was one of the best.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I agree. I thought the judging was a little off last night, but then
at least Dee Dee wasn't in the top.
Well, then I guess that brings us to the bottom too.
Yes.
We had Dee Dee Alexander and Rumor Mills.
I don't agree with Rumor, honestly.
I didn't agree with either of them, if I'm being honest.
Who would you have put there?
I love Sorority. After her number, I thought that her number was not the greatest.
Yeah.
And I think that it was because of the sound and she wasn't able to like fully like do everything she wanted to.
Yes.
I would have put Sorority. This is going to be bad. I would have put Darcy.
Oh, Sorority and Darcy.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Interesting.
The whole night I thought it was going to be Sorority versus Darcy.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think I would have put... I also agree with Dee Dee. I don't agree with Rumor. I think I would replace Rumor with Dior because I think her runway was like my least favorite and her performance didn't make as much sense compared to the others. Like all the others like at least made sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could follow it. That hers you couldn't follow. And then yeah, I think that's my thoughts.
Yeah,
I think Sorority's runway saved her for me.
Totally.
Because her runway was
that's why she wasn't at the bottom, because her runway was awesome. The bottom two were a surprise. The top three were a surprise for me.
Was the winner a surprise?
No.
Okay, period.
No.
I agree with that.
Our winner was
Shenandoah. Woo!
That made sense to me.
Total sense. I thought she ate this week.
No, she was amazing.
She did a great job.
She did amazing. It was so entertaining.
Yeah.
It was so, and everything was so clean. I have no notes. I really don't.
Yeah, honestly.
Except for the story, what I said before, like a story would have been cool, but obviously it wasn't necessary.
It's not necessary, yeah,
Everyone
exactly.
Loved it.
I loved it too.
I thought it was genius. I loved it. But then we had our lip sync
to Fireflies.
Our lovely 2009 song.
Owl City.
I didn't agree with the bottom two, but I unfortunately agreed with who went home.
I don't know if I do, because if we're judging on who knew the most words, I don't think either of them knew every word, but who knew the most words was Rumor, to me.
But I did agree with Dee Dee being more entertaining to watch.
I can agree with that, but I feel like at the very least you need to know the words. Like, no shade.
Yeah.
Because she like really did not know the words.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
I agree. I just thought I thought it was more fun. So unfortunately, last night we said goodbye to Rumor Mills, which is real sad.
Yeah. Go stream her music.
But yes, she's coming out with an album, bitches.
Yes.
So you better fucking look out for that.
Yes.
It's going to be so good. I'm excited. I'm going to be the first one to stream it.
Literally.
And next week, what do we have next week?
The Roast.
Oh, shit.
And Runway is Night of 1,000 Lady Gagas.
But there's a little surprise coming.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The Roast. This is the hardest challenge.
Oh, down. Down.
It's the hardest challenge. I hated it. I was really close to being in the bottom. I'm surprised that I wasn't.
You should have been over Bombshell.
I should have been in the bottom.
I was so surprised when Bombshell was in the bottom.
Her runway wasn't great.
Yeah, but I thought she was good enough in the Roast to definitely make her safe. Yeah, because she was
too.
getting a lot of laughs.
She was getting.
She is a funny person.
She's actually a great personality.
Yeah.
I thought she should have been safe, and I should have been in the bottom.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, I don't
At least she's self-aware. Period.
I don't remember what the lip sync song was, but there was a good potential I could have gone home.
And the song was Commander by Kelly Rowland, but that was really upsetting.
Yeah, you're right.
You would have devoured
I would have been
that.
fine. I would have been fine. It would have shaken me for the next week, though.
They Loki should have, because then we got to see you perform like Commander. That would have ate.
I didn't know what Commander her.
Oh, TTT.
Well, thank y'all for watching the Shakedown. And stick around for some interviews right after this. But until next time, I am TrevHER.
And I am Ani So Exotic.
And she's going to put our Venmos back here again. Because you could tip us.
Literally.
Nothing wrong with doing that. Love. All right. Well, bye, y'all. See you next week.
Stay slay. Hello, we are back with an interview for the Shakedown. Who are we here with today?
I'm Margaret. I'm Tijuana. And I'm Shenandoah.
And how do y'all feel? You just won!
We won! We were told not to scream or be too loud into the microphone, but I had no choice. Because I was excited. I won!
So excited.
It was awesome.
Why did you pick this for your number? Were you watching Alvin and the Chipmunks one day and you were like, they're cunt?
Well, I looked up 2009 and movies that came out in that time. And lo and behold, this movie came out in 2009.
Yeah.
Amongst the Squeakquel.
The Squeakquel.
Yeah, the second one, not the first one. Not the first one. Some of these other ones would say that Alvin and the Chipmunks was 2009, but I mean, I guess they were also
some of the runways was out of date.
Some of the runways I think might have been a little out of date, but that's neither here nor there.
So, what was the hardest part about preparing for this week for you?
Finding these two garments, full tee. They were from Goodwill yesterday.
Literally. Oh, they're kind. They're sparkly. Did you spray?
Yeah, it's glitter everywhere.
The glitter one. Yes. Period. Do you agree with the bottoms tonight?
So I didn't really see all the performances, but with that being said, yes. Yeah.
Period. And that was our interview for the Shakedown. Yay!
Catch us on tour.
Nasty Girl. Every third Friday on
Every third Friday in Wigglesburg.
Period.